Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today Tina and I are back with a partnered Muay Thai class. We're looking only at basic elbows today. You need your partner, you need a set of gloves. You can practice this at home, no other equipment necessary. We'll go through three basic elbows today. You got your horizontal elbow, up elbow, and kind of like coming over and down elbow. We'll start with the basics first, and then we'll start doing some partner drills at the end, mostly working on finding your elbow range and also executing the technique properly. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so the first one we're gonna have a look at is your horizontal elbow. I'm gonna take my gloves off quickly so I can show you the technique. And Tina, you can keep them on if you want to. Okay, horizontal elbow. So first of all, where your guard is when you are striking. When I'm that close to Tina in my elbow range, ideally, I'm not gonna have my hands down here. Yeah, so if you have kind of like a boxing guard, this guard is too low when you're executing elbows. When we're about to get into elbow range and knee range or entering to clinch, ideally your hands come up nice and high. So this is where you're starting from for throwing your elbows. First elbow we're having a look at. I'll just show you on Tina. First elbow, horizontal elbow, just cutting straight across. Yeah, so you're looking at attacking like the cheekbones, the jawline, sometimes the temple depending where they are, but that's mostly for that over the top elbow. We're looking at horizontal, so straight across. Yeah, so cutting towards the cheek area. Okay, so we'll shadow it together with you guys. Just on the spot, and we'll add in the footwork in a sec. So here, find your Muay Thai stance. Hands up nice and high. So remember, if your guard is normally here, bring it up higher. All right, from here, I'm turning. Let's start with the rear hand first. I'm turning my rear hip into the elbow. Yeah, so I'm stepping and turning. So when I think about elbows, I think of how I step for jabs and crosses, exactly the same. If I go from a lead side, I step just like a jab. For the cross, both feet, just the same. For hand movement, when you're elbowing someone, no clenched fist. You don't have to like thud them this way. So what you want to do is open your hands, turn your palm this way and bring it to the front, to your chest, to the opposite armpit. Okay, so we're here. I'm going to turn my palm. See how it starts to expose the elbow bone? From my guard, I step into it and I turn. That's all right? So again, turn the palm. Don't swing out this way. Turn the palm, nice and short, sharp movement. And here I'm burrowing down, not exposing my head. Okay, again. So in your stance, step, turn the palm, hit, and here. Important not to do this either, where I'm elbowing and dropping the opposite hand, because I'm right there to get elbowed back by Tina. So I'm here, hands up, opposite hand tight, turn, hit, and you should be able to recover your balance. Remember, you're really close to someone after you elbow them. You're either going to follow up with knees, more elbows, clinching, or they're going to do the same thing back to you. Yeah, so you should be able to be ready to move your feet and to defend. So again, high guard, rear horizontal elbow, step, and hit, right? Now just try the lead side as well. Step forward and hit. Okay, I'm going to turn this way and Tina will face you guys still. And I'll just shadow a couple of times for you guys. So free work, I want you guys to step into your horizontal elbow, step forward and hit, and step forward and hit. Yeah, so again, I'm getting close enough to hit my partner, and I'm not leaning to try and elbow them, which we're going to cover later on with the partner drill. Yeah, so again, nice and close. I'm already in my elbow range. I found my way in, and I'm hitting to my target. Okay, 2 more times. Step forward, hit, step forward, and hit. Okay, I'll put my gloves back on. All right, so with the partner now, we'll show you guys how to catch for elbows at home. Okay, so just like holding pads, these would be like kind of like your pads. I'm going to hold the pads with Tina. Similar to how I hold for a hook, when I'm kind of facing inwards. This is for the rear horizontal elbow. So I hold it here, she steps in, and I catch it, okay? And again, I'm checking that my partner is stepping into the elbow. She's not leaning and trying to reach for the elbow this way, but she's losing balance. Open for knees, open to get hit, all right? So she's finding her range, stepping into elbow range and hitting, right? Now I'm catching over here. So again, catch. When you're catching the pad, guys, to help your partner learn range, try not to do this. Like you meet them too far away, right? You hold it over here. This is the target. They have to step in, make range with their footwork. Okay, 2 more. They step and hit. Making sure that she's got opposite hand up tight. That's it. And she's turning her hip, not losing balance. Bum. All right, let's try the lead side. So I got my lead hand ready. I hold it out here. She steps in, hits. That's it. And again, step forward. Good. Make sure your partner is balanced, that they can, for example, knee. They're not about to fall over when they elbow. Yep. Chin's tucked in. Pop. Good. 2 more times. Step forward. Good. Turn your palm, Tina. Pop. Yes, that's it. So you want to expose that elbow bone rather than kind of hitting them with the forearm. You want to turn and expose that bone there. Okay? So she's going to hold it for me, and now we'll do the same thing. So opposite partner going now. Let's start with the rear side first. So rear hand holding, horizontal elbow. I step forward and I turn. So one thing, guys, with my footwork, Just watching my feet now. When I step in for horizontal elbow, I don't want to step into the middle of Tina's feet. Same like what we did last class, where we talked about stepping off the line for the kicks. Exactly the same thing. If I step in the middle and I try and twist, I'm going to lose balance and I can't really do anything after the elbow. So from here, I want to step out towards her back foot, that line there, and I turn. Yeah? Unless, of course, you're coming out this side and hitting someone from here, completely different. But for the basics, you're going to step across the line, turn, and find your elbow range. Again, I bring myself into elbow range to hit someone. I don't want to lean and try and hit them from here, okay? So a nice tall stance, high guard, get yourself into elbow range, turn, and hit. Yeah, other person practicing catching with the glove, step, and catch. Okay, 2 more times, turn. Make sure you're feeling balanced, guys. Front foot, back foot. Yeah, sorry, one last one. And step. Okay, lead side. So here, I found my range. I'm going to step in, hit. Again, step, hit. Same for this one. I'm not too much of a fan of stepping inwards because I always feel like I'm about to get swept. So when I step forward, I want to kind of step in parallel lines over here. Yeah, so I don't want to step in here. Otherwise, Tina can just hit my foot out as I try and elbow. Okay? So again, stepping forward, keeping your footwork, keep your stance, high guard, step. Yeah, so everything's kind of like that burrowing down kind of feeling at the end. Chin down, nice strong posture, and engage feet. 2 more, hit. 1 more, hit. Okay, so that's the basic horizontal elbow. You can add that into different kind of drills. So for example, if I'm trying to help my partner learn the elbow range, I might call, for example, jab, bump, and I hold the elbow here. She has to step in, boom. We can move on to different things. Knee, bump, and then from there, elbow again, step forward. Yeah, so if you guys shadowing at home, you just need a set of gloves and just teach each other finding the elbow range. So example, elbow, elbow again, bump, knee, bump, step back, bump, elbow, bump. So always giving her that target and not overfeeding for the elbow. Okay, let's move on. Elbow number 2, up elbow. Okay, up elbow, pretty common elbow that we see is for, let's say, someone's guards over here. Muay Thai guard, we're pretty known to having quite a wide guard. We're not really side on like boxers. So here, we're quite exposed down the middle, right? So the up elbow is target straight down the middle. You can go like bridge of the nose, forehead, basically down the center line. You're trying to get the elbow in the middle and split up through the guard, okay? So up elbow, we're facing you guys. When you're shadowing, I like to use the mirror for this one just so I can see where my elbow is going. Because my elbow and up elbow this way, can you see how it's coming off line? There's like nothing here. So technically, if my partner's head is where my head is, I have to bring my arm in front of my own face and hit my face in the mirror, okay? So your own reflection. So what you want to do is when you're starting to do the up elbow, just find your stance again. Practice your lead side first. So here, I like to bring the lead hand into the middle or think about pulling my right shoulder back. See how when I start pulling the right shoulder, this naturally just comes into the middle. Now from there, I've got my alignment and I just push up. So this hand stays on the side of your face and you slide up this way, yeah? So 2 ways to think about it. You can either think about bringing your shoulder into the middle, hitting up forward, or start to turn your body as you step. Turn and start turning so that your chest faces offline, all right? So that way, you lengthen the elbow out. So from the side, I'm hitting up this way. Yeah, so nice and straight. You don't need to go too far. So I'm trying to hit Tina, and I go this way. See how much shorter my elbow just gotten? I want to find that range, so I lengthen out forward rather than combing all the way backwards, okay? So keeping all that in mind, let's shadow together. So we're here. In your stance, you can lead side first, guys. Step forward, extend. So you're trying to get that point of the elbow at the longest range you can use for your elbow. So don't bring it all the way back, okay? 5 more times. Step forward, just like your jab. Lead foot, step. And then reset, and step. Up, high guard, opposite hand is tight. Again, step, hit, good. And step forward, and hit. Okay, let's try everything on the same thing on the rear side now, okay? Bring that rear elbow up to the middle, and I'm turning my left shoulder back. So I can't elbow someone if I'm trying to hit Tina. I can't elbow someone from staying square towards her. See how I haven't moved my shoulders here? I want to turn my shoulder so I get length through my torso and range from my elbow. So I have to turn my chest and my shoulder to reach someone. So right elbow or the rear side, I'm going to step forward, twist and reach. Yeah? That's it. I'll face this way and Tina, I'll face you guys. Here. We go 5 more together. Step forward, stretch, and step. Stretch it out. And again, step forward, Bop. So your footwork's just like your regular jab cross footwork. You can step, step. Yeah, 2 more together. Again, high guard, step, reach, and really power through the hips. Step and reach. Okay, with a partner now. Catching for the up elbow, I face my palm towards Tina this way. So again, just basics of catching strikes, guys. It's always left to left and right to right. Yeah, later on as you advance, you might go, let's say left to right, but for today, always left to left, right to right, okay? So, her lead elbow, I'm going palm up for my left hand, and she's stepping forward and hitting there. So I want to have like a reasonable height to where her forehead is as well, so she knows that she's trying to get the point of the elbow in the middle of my glove. And again, step, that's it. Making sure she's not leaning forward, she's bringing her feet in, she's stepping in and elbowing. One more time, step, good. Try the rear side, she steps forward, bump. One thing as pad holder when you're catching for elbows, I like to move my head off the line instead of having my head here. Just in case, you never know, you might hit yourself and you're not good at catching, you might get elbowed. So as you're catching, always bring your head off the line, keep yourself safe, yeah? So here, target's there, that's it. Keep yourself off the line, you're giving her a little bit of feedback by catching as she hits the target. 2 more times, step, and 1 more, step. All right, so let's swap roles, other person doing it now. So she's offering the pad, she got her left hand this way towards me, that's it. And I'm stepping forward and I'm elbowing. She's keeping her head off the line a little bit, that's it. And I step, and there. When you guys are thinking about elbows, one last thing. I don't want to hit Tina, I will just do slow motion. I don't want to hit my partner and like push through, because the elbow weapon isn't so much like a shoving kind of weapon. It's more like a slicing action. So you want to keep it short and sharp. Yeah, it doesn't take much to actually cause a lot of damage to the elbow, so you don't have to like shove your whole body into it. So think about getting your feet there, bump, good footwork, and just sharp action. Yeah, so you slicing action up to the middle, step forward, keep your balance. Okay, rear side, we step forward, hit. So again, practicing turning my chest, making sure my feet are in balanced position, twisting, and try and get range from my up elbow. 2 more times, step, and last one, step. Yeah, so again, similar to what we just did with the horizontal elbow, finding distance to the elbow with your partner. I can, for example, go jab, up elbow, bump. I can offer that to her. Yeah, for example, cross, bump, cross, and up elbow, nice. Now you know 2 elbows, you can mix it around. So simple combos like double jab, bump, up elbow, bump, crossing elbow, bump, cross elbow, bump, knee, bump. Yeah, all this stuff you can practice at home just to get your footwork and your range better. All right, so one more example, let's say hook, up elbow, bump, horizontal, knee, bump, step back, bump, up elbow, bump, turn, bump, switch knee. Yeah, nice and basic. Always using the right range weapons as well. It doesn't make sense if she's here and she's elbowing and I'm like, push kick Tina. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense, right? So understanding what your range is. You can use punches to get into your knee range, to get into your elbow range. About those kind of weapons make sense in this range, okay? Now, last one we're going to have a look at today. I don't really know the name of this, but what you're looking at is, yeah, like kind of over the top elbow. You're coming over the top and you're hitting high on the temple and the high on the brows, okay? So horizontal elbow, we had this action here where it was straight. Going over the top, we're trying to go over the guard and cut down on the side, okay? So let's go through this technique just visually first. Please don't hit your partner. Let's say from here, if I kind of pull Tina's guard down, I go over the top. See how my elbows flat up a little bit higher than the horizontal elbow? I'll be hitting her here, yeah? Top of the brow, temple, around there. So that's where my target is, okay? Let's go into the technique a bit. So again, let's start on the rear side. So here, find your stance. We're going to step into it just like we did for the other elbows, but this time I'm going to raise my elbow higher and the trajectory is going to cut downwards. Yes, so it's going to go up and then down. All right, so again, stepping into it, lift the elbow and think about going over the top of something. You're trying to make this like upside down U shape, right? So here, going over the top and cutting down. So try and visualize your partner's head. You're stepping forward, hitting, sit, and step. Something in your way there, the glove or the guard's in the way. You have to go over the top of it and hit down. Yep, good. We'll do 2 more. Step and hit. And step forward and hit. Okay, lead side, same thing. I'm going to step forward. I'm going over the top of something, so lift the elbow up and cut down. Okay, and again, step, lift, and cut. That's it. 4 more, step. That's it. Bring your feet into it. You have to kind of like go over, that's it. Without losing your balance, just because there's like the up action, you don't want to kind of lose your balance as you go into the elbow. Keep your feet grounded and just lift the elbow up. 3 more. Step forward, hit, good. Step, hit, and 1 more, step, and hit. Okay, with your partner. Now, angle of the glove or angle of the pad if I'm catching this. So horizontal is flat this way, up elbow is this way. For this one, I'm turning my palm. See how my elbow is kind of turned in a bit? Backwards this way a little bit. So I'm giving her that surface for her to go over the top and hitting down, all right? So again, I'm catching, she steps in, she lifts the elbow up, flares it over the top, and cuts down. Good. 3 more, step, yes, and step, nice. 1 more, lift, good. Okay, left side, or the lead side. Again, palm backwards, give her that angle, she steps in, lift and hit. That's it, she brings it up and over. Yeah, that's it, up and over, good. 3 more, good. Up and over, bum, good. And nice, okay, she'll hold for me. Let's go rear side first. So she's turning her palm backwards a little bit. Yep, kind of like you're carrying like a teacup. Yeah, what? Not a teacup. Something, a tray. Yes, like this. Okay, she's like this. Just do it like this. I'm gonna step forward, lift over, and hit down. All right. So she's kind of giving me that surface area, encouraging me to turn into it. So everything stays the same, guys. I have to turn my palm into the elbow. I'm not trying to thud her this way. Turn to expose the bone of the elbow bone a bit better. All right. Turn and hit. Let's do 2 more. Make sure you're stepping forward. Pop. And 1 more. Step. Okay. Other side. Lead side. So I'm stepping in. I lift and cut down. All right, step, lift, and cut. Again, pop. 2 more, pop. And last one, pop. This one's a little bit harder to train the reality of it, kind of. When we're doing, let's say, pad work, I might call, let's say, jab Tina, bum. And I say, pull this guard down. She pull it down, and then she can go for the over-the-top elbow, yeah? So this is kind of working for something that's blocking the elbow. If my hand wasn't here, she can go straight for a horizontal elbow. There's nothing blocking her there. But if my guard's here, she got to clear something, bum, tap it out of the way, and then come over the top, yeah? So let's say we could jab cross, pop, pop, pull the guard down, bum, over the top. Yeah, and from there, she flows on. Let's say knee, work on the other elbows, up elbow, horizontal elbow, pull this guard down, bum, over the top, all right? So mixing those 3 up, again, with the right ranges, using your hands to come in. You can use push kicks from far away if you want to. Let's say push kick, teep, fake, come in, bop, 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 good, elbow, bop, pull the guard down, bop, bum. Yeah, so different ranges to enter in. Once you're in there, work your knees, work your elbows. We worked 3 elbows today, horizontal, up elbow, and over the top elbow. Later on, you can always add that into your clinching as well. We see a lot of this when you're exposed in clinching. Let's say your hands are on the inside. We're here, right? Perfect for up elbow or on the outside. Let's say I'm controlling, pull down. So back to it again. So talking about, let's say we're in the clinch, there's different kinds of elbows. You can find them there. Later, more advanced elbows, for example, Tina standing there and coming from under the top this way. Spin elbows, we've done that before in a previous class. Or let's say jumping elbows, all different kind of variations of elbows. I would say stick to the basics first. Put your elbow pads on, try them in sparring, try them in clinching so that you know your range and you're not over committing to the elbows, which is dangerous. And then from there, build your skill. Any other things you want to say? Okay. Thank you, Tina, for joining us today. We'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.